Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 573 Main Street here in Dayton. We're located inside the garage, right behind the freezer, and adjacent to the garage door entrance. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout in the back wall. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. We're going to zero out right here. This is where the pipe kind of levels out into the main line in the crawl space. And the camera's going to be moving pretty quickly. We've got a lot of turns and stuff to get through in the crawl. And we have looks like a fairly significant belly here in the line. So right now the pipe is basically completely full of water. If you look up at the top, before all this sediment gets disturbed, I'm going to push this forward. You'll see that the water line is all the way to the top of the pipe there. That is with water running, but it's still a lot of standing water either way. Okay, right here at 53 feet, this appears where we tie into there's a tank out front. I believe it's an ejector system. I'm going to go locate to verify that, and then we have some standing water to get mapped out here in a few different spots. Alright, we are indeed at the tank connection here. You can see we've got standing water all the way up to where it ties in, so I'm going to map all the standing water out. Okay, just put a white X marking here, just barely 6 inches from the tank lid. The belly goes all the way into the tank, but this is just before I can't locate anything further than that point because it's in the tank. But right here we've got probably close to 3 inches of standing water here. The pipe's almost completely full. But it kind of goes in and out of belly. It's like right here it'll lessen to a certain extent. Okay, we're at 1 foot 8 inches deep here. We're starting to travel underneath the driveway area. And like right here at this point, we have 1 inch of standing water. Once you get further into that belly there, it's up to about 3 inches. The pipe's almost totally full. So, and we have a little bit of separation here between bellies. Basically, in order to fix this, because of how much standing water there is, it's likely going to require that you fix all of it in order to get proper slope and grade. But we're at 1 foot 8 inches deep at the tank, 1 foot 8 inches deep at 42 feet, and we'll go see where it's at here. Okay, I'm putting some dots down the ground because it's under. I'm trying not to paint the living heck out of the driveway. I've got little 3 dots there that are making a right angle. It's because there's a turn there in the pipe, and we were still at 1 foot 8 inches deep there at that point. The majority of this belly here starts at about 29 feet. All right, right here we're sitting around 2.5 feet deep, roughly. It's underneath a set of stairs, and I had to push out. There's a clean out right underneath the front door mat, so I've got a white paint marking. There's one on either side of the clean out there, just to make it clear that it starts within the foundation of the house. It looks like roughly, I would say roughly about 1.5 feet or so on the inside of the house, but then the rest of it's on the exterior. And it's basically the exact same depth from the time you hit that belly all the way till it hits the tank. That spot's a little harder to gauge because you have concrete steps over it. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult just to do the math on it, but based on the fact that it's 1 foot 8 inches deep everywhere else, you know, it's likely going to be sitting at a similar depth, you know, minus the stairs being on top of it. We're going to go ahead and reel the camera on out of the line here. I highly recommend a spot repair to fix the line from 29 feet to 53 feet, as the majority of that section has dang near 3 inches of standing water in it, which puts the line at very high risk for debris buildup and a blockage. Recommend a rescope after the repair is done to ensure it was done correctly. A lot of these issues happen at the time of installation, so you want to make sure it looks good before the repair guys pack up and leave. Aside from that, everything prior to 29 feet is in good condition, has proper flow, and is functioning properly at this time. That last half of the line, though, is in pretty rough shape there. I'd highly recommend it be repaired.